let's get to our viewer mail tonight. It's Thursday. We answer our viewer mail every Thursday night. We're the only show on network television who does it, and it's for the simple reason that we care about you, our home viewers. Here we go. Letter number 1, as a hush falls over the auditorium. Letter number 1, Dear Dave, I live on the top floor of the highest building in Washington. From my window, I can see the White House. Lately, I've been standing in front of the window acting goofy, hoping to try to confuse the president. What do you think is going to happen? Dale Wallace, Washington, D.C. Well, let me get this straight, Dale. You're acting goofy and trying to confuse the president? Isn't that Sam Donaldson's job? Flunky, it's Flunky, the late-night viewer mail clown. Now, Flunky, what happened to the big parade? We usually have showgirls and midgets and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, I think we went a little over budget in Las Vegas.
Yeah. Well, but you know, that really wasn't much of a spectacle, what we saw there.
Yeah, well, it wasn't much of a joke.
I'm sorry?
Nothing.
Yeah. Now, Flunky, why don't you juggle for us a little before you leave?
Well, I don't think I should try anything like that. I haven't been seeing too good out of this eye lately.
Oh, okay.
All right. Dave, I got to go, Dave. I'm doing Donahue tonight.
Oh, you're on Donahue. A guest on Donahue? Great. Well, what is the topic?
It's carnival arson.
Well,
see you later.
Yeah. Have a good weekend, Flunky.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, carnival arson, Paul. Carnival arson is the topic on tonight. We're going to have to get Jim and Tammy on our show real quick. Dear Dave, why are you aspiring to be a neologist? Cordially yours, Leslie Hahn, Davenport, Iowa. Well, Leslie, you know, a neology is, of course, the coining of new words. Yeah, I don't know. I've always been fascinated by semantics. How about you, Paul?
Etymology. That's really more field. I did my graduate work in etymology.
Yeah, you know, I was rereading Bertrand Russell last night, Paul, and once again, I was struck by the influence of John Stuart Mill.
Yeah, John Stuart Mill.
Yeah.
I've always felt...
Gee, Dave and Paul are so smart. Always talking about important books and ideas. And it's not only them. There's Sid and his DNA research. Learning about the very building blocks of life itself. And who could name a finer molecular biologist than drummer Anton Fig? Maybe I should take night courses and finally get my high school diploma. On the other hand, I could work 1 hour a day and make lots of money playing rock and roll, and teenage girls think I'm cool. Hey, I'm glad to be me. I'm glad I'm Will Lee and not some brainy pinhead geek.
Sorry. We'll let him have the whole hour. We'll get Jim and Tammy, Baker, and everybody on here, just for a whole hour.
It'd be lovely.
Dear Dave, why don't you come to Austin and do your show from the basement of the funeral home I work at? What the hell, Chris Owen, Austin, Texas. Well, you know, Chris, we thought your idea was so interesting that we arranged a satellite hookup to the funeral home where you work there in Austin. As a matter of fact, Chris, are you there? Chris, I tell you...
Hi, Dave. How's it going?
Good. How are you? So the deal is we would just come down there to Austin and do the show from the funeral parlor where you're working.
Yeah, I think it would be great. It would be a different look for your show.
Uh-huh.
You have a lot of fans here in Austin. It's a college town and everything, and we have plenty of parking nearby. You know, you should bring the whole crew. Bring out the dumb dog tricks and the silly ads and Paul Schaefer in the band. It'd be great.
Okay, good. Well, we'll think it over, Chris. Thank you very much. So I'm playing blackjack in Las Vegas.
Yeah? What are you saying? The show's slowed down?
Oh, no. We're still, I mean, we really even haven't hit a full head of steam here yet. We're rolling now.
We'll hear that later on, though, that story about blackjack.
Number 4, Dear Dave, is there any way for me to get a life-size cutout of you for my dorm room? Your friend Ken Sump. Elira, Ohio. I'm not pronouncing that correctly, am I? Elyria. Thank you very much, ma'am. Sorry, Ken, but the life-size cutouts of me aren't available anymore. However, we do have a brand-new item that's perfect for any college dorm room. It's this black light poster of our own Jimmy Fitzgerald. How are they selling, Jimmy?
They're selling just fine, Dave.
Uh-huh.
Young people get a real kick out of them.
Uh-huh.
Now, excuse me while I kiss the sky.
Okay.
So you're playing blackjack.
Playing blackjack.
Yeah.
It's a great story.
Well,
but
let's hear it.
I can't now
We
because
have
we're
time.
late. We don't. We're late. We have a big show. But later, I'll tell the story later.
Okay, one more letter.
$47,000, one hand of blackjack I won.
You won?
That's right. Dear Dave, do you think Paul McCartney has a nice stereo? Thank you, David Smith, Camarillo, California. Ah, excellent question. Gee, I don't know anything about it. Paul, do you know Paul McCartney? Do you know anything about his stereo equipment?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, I do. You know, I remember the last time I was over at Paul's house.
Uh-huh.
He was having a big party.
Yeah.
And I think it went...
Swinging party, Paul. A great stereo system. Japanese, isn't it?
Yes, it is, mate. I think it's really.
Hal, wait a minute. Wait. Just hold it. Hal, no. Paul.
Yeah.
You don't know Paul McCartney. That wasn't Paul McCartney. That was Biff Henderson in
Well,
the goofy little wig
No,
there.
I don't know Paul McCartney, but I have hung out with some of the guys in Beatlemania. Which is not exactly the Beatles, but an incredible simulation of the Beatles. Wasn't really the Beatles.
Well,
I don't really
we
know.
have a fun little show tonight. Robert Klein is here. Irma Dreyfus, she turns trash into treasures, and also Carol Leifer. We should have had Irma out here earlier.